Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today, we're going to be talking about the Honors Bachelor of Commerce International Business Management degree and how you may be eligible to complete this degree quicker based on your Ontario College Business Diploma. So before we get started, just a little bit of information about the Academic Pathways team and how we assist students at Seneca. We provide a number of services related to continuing your education with a degree, whether that be at Seneca or at one of our partner institutions. We do one-on-one advisement appointments with students to talk about pathway options, provide information about credit, and also information on how to apply if you are eligible for a particular pathway. We also do a lot of information sessions with other departments around the college. We do tables on campus occasionally where you can drop in and ask questions. And then we also do larger pathway events like this one that we are hosting this week. Our institution had, like I said, has pathways into our own programs as well as those at partner institutions beyond Seneca. We are the #1 college in transfer pathways and have partners in the GTA, in Canada, as well as internationally. So I first just want to introduce myself and our panelists taking part today. My name is June, and I'm the Inbound Academic Pathways Coordinator in the Academic Pathways Office here at Seneca Polytechnic. And with us today, we have Samer Hamze, who is the Program Coordinator of the International Business Management degree. So today we're going to chat a little bit about why you should consider a degree at Seneca Polytechnic. We'll talk about the BMI degree and why it might be right for you. We'll go over the available pathways into this degree program and talk a little bit more about eligibility requirements and some details about course exemptions. We'll talk quickly about an exciting scholarship opportunity that's open for degree students who have already completed a diploma program in Canada. And then finally, we'll outline how you can apply for the pathway to the International Business Management degree if you are completing an eligible diploma program. So the program is currently offered at the Newnham campus, which is one of Canada's largest college campuses. If you're not familiar with it, it is located at Finch Avenue and Highway 404 in Toronto. On this slide here, we have a link to Seneca's Campus Tours webpage. You can take a virtual tour of the Newnham campus, or if you prefer, you can also book an in-person tour. This particular campus has undergone major builds and enhancements over the last few years. One of the biggest ones is the Center for Innovation, Technology, and Entrepreneurship, otherwise known as SITE. There are 274,000 square feet of space over 5 stories, bringing together state-of-the-art technology with classroom space. So why choose a degree at Seneca Polytechnic? So #1, we offer specialized programs. Our degrees are career focused and aligned with current jobs in the labor market. Our professors and instructors are industry professionals who work in the field, bringing current knowledge to the classroom, and they also act as your industry connection when you graduate. Our class sizes are much smaller compared to those at a university. So this ensures that your professors know who you are and you're not just a face in a crowd of like 200 to 300 people, as you can sometimes find in a university setting. All of our degree programs have at least one mandatory work integrated learning term that is required prior to graduation. The importance of this is obviously that you'll have some work experience to add to your resume, which makes you an attractive candidate when you're out looking for jobs post-graduation. And you never know, perhaps that work integrated learning term may turn into a full-time opportunity when you graduate. Our honors bachelor degree graduates are also eligible to apply to master's and graduate level studies, provided you meet all outlined admission requirements at the receiving institution. Our team also hosts a master's and graduate studies expo every fall, where students will have the opportunity to connect with some institutions that offer these programs to talk more about options, how to apply, how you might be eligible to apply to a post-grad program. So now I'd like to turn it over to Samer, who's going to provide some details about the BMI degree.
Thanks, June. Yeah, I'm going to follow up on what June introduced about Seneca and about our degree programs. The BMI program specifically provides you with a strong foundation, like in all major business areas, whether it's finance, marketing, operations, and strategy, and pays special attention and focus on the global aspect of managing those businesses. Um, as you all know, in Canada, 1 in 6 jobs are related to international trade in a way or form. So when you get that kind of understanding, that perspective, view, and way of identifying problems and solving them with that global focus, you're going to be ahead of the pack when it comes to hitting the ground running and contributing into a business setting, which is going to set you apart when you are trying to get ahead in your career after graduating from Seneca. The well-rounded approach that we follow in the program, it prepares you as our students for careers in industries that require that kind of understanding of the international market for international strategies. Um, um, the, the BMI program offers our students a wide range of opportunities in different fields, as you can see. So whether it is in supply chain and logistics, I think, did we skip a slide here?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go back to talking a bit about the different path, like within the BMI pathway, some career opportunities as well for our students. Did we go to that one?
I think that's after this.
It's after this. Okay. Sorry, I'm following the slides here in front of me. Okay. So am I looking at the right one here? So what do you have on the screen?
This is unique features of the BMI degree.
Okay, sorry. I'm showing something else for me. It's good that you it's good that you mentioned this. So some of the unique features of the BMI degree. First of all, as you can see here, whether it's ERP exposure. So in the upper semesters, if you are on our programs, our students gain some hands-on experience when it comes to ERP. So this is enterprise resource planning systems, where our students get to experience that firsthand using simulation games, where you are enabled to practice some decision-making skills, utilizing some research opportunities where our students were able to partner with faculty and industry to find solutions to pressing problems within the industry. You're going to be taking advantage of some networking events as well, and what the program offers in terms of connection to previous graduates of the program. And lastly, as you've seen, our guest speakers that we bring into our classroom provide that insight from professionals who are within the industry and working outside now to bring that added benefit to the programs. So again, I'm just
Sorry, this
trying
is, yeah, this is the one about work integrated learning and possible
about.
careers.
Okay, good. I just found the sync button, so I was
Oh,
going back
okay.
and forth with the slide. Sorry,
Gotcha.
yeah.
That's okay.
So, as June mentioned, a feature of the BComs and specifically as well the BMI program is the will opportunity. This will opportunity allows our student between semesters 7 and 8, so towards the end of their final year of study, to get outside, first prepare their professional profiles, get outside and find an opportunity for them to apply what they've learned throughout their studies into a professional setting, widen their networks, and an opportunity for them to prove themselves when it comes to applying the concepts they've learned on our program into that professional setting. With the help of our Seneca Works team, they get to prepare their profile, apply for jobs, and when they secure that job, they go. So our students now for this winter semester, who are in year 4. They are out working for companies, helping them on their business missions. Some of our students went on to do their will opportunities at Nestle, as you can see, Questrade, whether it's BMO, and after the BMI, they were able to continue that collaboration with those organizations, many of them because they got the chance to show their abilities, as well, to identify opportunities within those organizations, or find connections as well through that work experience to their careers. It also opens opportunities for our students to explore potential further education opportunities post-graduation. For our BMI degree, our students can benefit as well from the some of the collaboration we have with international educational institutions, higher education institutions, specifically our European ones, which we are proud of, and our students as well get to experience. It is, after all, international business, and the exposure of the international educational experience, where they get to apply for an opportunity to exchange for a semester to one of those institutions. Students who embark on this opportunity and benefit from this opportunity, they come back and tell us how much did it improve their understanding of. We teach them about communication across cultures. We teach them about how to identify business opportunities globally. But for them to be able to actually sense that when they go on the other side of the pond and see how businesses are being conducted on that side as well, and the wealth of experience they get from that. Our partners now, like those who are in the Netherlands or Scotland, provide some of those current opportunities we offer to our students. If we ever need a stamp of approval on top of the Seneca quality assurance measures, an international accreditation agency, the ACBSP, which is the Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs, provides that stamp of approval that the processes we follow in preparing your degree, in conducting the teaching throughout your time on the BMI program, and the learnings for post-graduation, and how aligned they are with current market needs, are all frequently assessed and regularly assessed year on year, and reviewed, just to make sure that when you graduate, your learning is updated, and you are what the market wants at this point in time, which provides that competitive edge for our graduates when they are pursuing careers and higher education opportunities. Our BMI program offers a direct pathway to a master's degree after graduation at Niagara University, and that master's degree is an MBA degree, a Master's of Business Administration, or to the Masters of Science in Finance. This opportunity is open for our graduates who graduate with an overall GPA of a B or higher, and there are additional information if you want to get more on the link that would be shared after the presentation as well. Our BMI faculty is a combination of market experts who have been outside and have experienced making decisions for international business companies and international consultancies when it comes to businesses, who bring into the classroom that wealth of experience from industry, and as well academicians who have studied to the highest of levels of academics when it comes to what makes BMI the realm that can lead in this volatile world that we live in, whether that has been impacted with the pandemic, following on the trade war that we're seeing now, even with the best of friends of countries like the one between Canada and the US. You will be in the forefront, sitting where the events are happening, and you will get the explanation of why they're happening and how to anticipate as well what comes off these kind of trade wars. So you'll be in good hands when it comes to our faculty and the profile they bring into teaching this program. the industry experience we bring to the classroom through collaboration. And so now on our BMI 603, which is the international transportation, we have our students are benefiting from two things. Our students get to benefit from going, let's say, for Purolator and seeing how they conduct their business at a professional level. We bring experts from them into the classroom. As well, we have a COIL as well, which is a collaboration with Penn University on as well on delivering a course within the BMI program as well, where students get to see one of the top universities in the world and how their institution as well, which is Seneca's classroom, they offer a very similar experience when it comes to teaching that topic of international transportation. And this is an advantage of being part of this program. You're going to take part in engaging projects that make artificial intelligence obsolete, because our students get to experience the projects rather than having deliverables to just sit for examination. The majority of our experiences tend to be authentic experiences which replicate industry problems and bring them into a classroom for our students to find solutions to those problems in a confined educational setting. We try our best as faculty to replace paid textbooks and material with free open educational resources that remove barriers for our students to learn and read more and take control of their educational experience. Like now, I'm embarking on a challenge as well of replacing a couple of our courses, textbooks and resources with the open educational resources, and enabling our students to benefit from simulation experiences without having to subscribe for big bucks kind of organization that do those simulations, hosting it at Seneca, bringing the decision making into us and allowing our students to take multiple attempts at it rather than being confined to what these organizations offer us.
Great. Thank you so much, Shamir. I appreciate it. So now let's talk a little bit about the pathways. So this opportunity allows graduates of select 2 or 3-year business diplomas and advanced diplomas completed at an Ontario college to further their education and obtain the Honors Bachelor of Commerce International Business Management degree quicker. So as you can see on the chart here, there are several diploma programs eligible to pathway into this degree. To be eligible, you must have graduated from one of these diploma programs with a final GPA of 70% or a 3.0. So I'll just go over the list quickly here. So graduates of a 2-year business diploma would be admitted to semester 5 in the fall and be required to complete 20 courses over 4 semesters. Graduates of a 2-year business international business diploma or a 3-year business administration advanced diploma will be admitted to semester 5 in the fall and required to complete 19 courses over 4 semesters. And lastly, graduates of a 3-year business administration international business advanced diploma would enter semester 7 in the fall, completing 12 courses over 2 academic semesters. So just to note as well, on top of these academic semesters remaining, you'll also have 1 work integrated learning term where you'll be actually out working, as we discussed earlier, in order to graduate from this degree program. So just a couple of helpful resources I wanted to draw your attention to. The first is our inbound transfer guide, and we've got a QR code on the screen there, which will link you right to the guide. This is where you would be able to see if your particular diploma program is eligible to pathway into this degree. And then within those outlined pathway details, you'll also be able to access a couple of documents, which are called, one is called a block map, and the other is called a completion plan. So those are PDF documents that you'll find within the pathway details. So a block map is essentially going to show you the full curriculum for the BMI degree, and then all of the courses that are highlighted in yellow, those are the courses that you would receive exemption from based on whatever incoming diploma, business diploma you graduated from. The other PDF is called a completion plan, and that outlines how and when you'll complete the remaining courses in addition to your work term, in order to finish the program as quickly as possible. The importance of those completion plans is that they kind of take the guesswork out for you of trying to determine which courses you're taking when. Degree level courses are not available every semester, and they often have prerequisites attached to them. So if you were to miss a particular course that's only offered in the fall, you could potentially have to wait until the next fall to take it. It might be a prerequisite for the next level course. So it really takes all of that guesswork out for you. You don't have to worry about it. You know exactly what you need to take each term. So definitely, if you do pursue the pathway to BMI, definitely take a look at our inbound transfer guide to find those completion plans so that you're ready to go when course enrollment starts. And then we've got another QR code there called to our virtual pathways advisement booking system. So if you'd like to connect with myself or another member of the academic pathways team to talk further about the pathways, if you've got questions that you think of today that you don't get a chance to ask today, you can just make an account. You either use your My Seneca email address or a personal address if you're not a Seneca student, and then you'll get access to see when we have available appointments, which you can then book, and then we can assist you with any questions you might have. You can also phone or email us. I'll share that information toward the end if you don't want to wait for an appointment. So I did mention we were going to chat a little bit about a scholarship. It's called the Diploma to Degree Scholarship. It's a one-time monetary award of $2,500 to graduates of a Canadian diploma program who have an incoming GPA of at least 75% or a 3.3. It's also open to international students who have completed a Canadian diploma program. So eligible students will be able to apply through their student home account once they're enrolled in a Seneca degree full-time. So if you've got additional questions about this scholarship, if you're unsure about the application process and just need someone to help walk you through it, you can connect with a financial aid advisor through the Service Hub, and we've got their information on the screen there. Alternatively, if you don't meet the requirements for this scholarship, there are other bursaries and awards that Seneca does offer. Not all of them are related to having a particular GPA, so I would encourage you to take a look at that as well on the financial aid office website, because there might be something that you might qualify for that you should definitely apply for. Okay, so how to apply if you are a student of a eligible diploma program. So if you're a current Seneca student or a graduate within the last year, you would complete and submit the Diploma to Seneca Degree Pathways Transfer Form to admissions, and there's a picture of it on the slide here. There's no application fee to apply, and you wouldn't have to worry about submitting your Seneca transcript, as our admissions team will have access to that. However, if you've been away from the college for a year or more after you've graduated with your Seneca diploma, then that's when you would need to reapply to the college, and that's when you would have to pay the application fee attached to applying. So although in this case, still, you would not have to worry about submitting a transcript as it's accessible for our admissions team. So if you're a domestic student who's been away for more than a year, then you would have to reapply at ontariocolleges.ca, otherwise known as OCAS, making sure to select degree completion as your entry semester when you apply. If you're an international applicant who's been away for more than a year, you would reapply using Seneca's international online application, which is found on Seneca's webpage, and then follow up with your admissions advisor through the Service Hub to inform them of your pathway eligibility. So in terms of deadlines for applying, there is no hard deadline to apply to a program at Seneca. As long as there's still space in the program, they will admit you up until the fourth day of classes. However, we always suggest to apply earlier. So if you're a current Seneca student, I would wait until you're in your final semester to apply, and make sure that you're sitting at that 3.0 for a conditional offer. And then the conditions are obviously that by the time classes start in the fall, you will have graduated from your diploma with that 3.0 GPA. So it's always better to apply early. That way you'll get your admission, you can pay your deposit, and then you'll be ready to go for course enrollment when the time comes. If you're a student who graduated from an eligible diploma at another Ontario college, you would apply sort of similarly to our alumni. If you're a domestic applicant from another Ontario college, you would apply online at ontariocolleges.ca, selecting degree completion as your entry semester. International students from another Ontario college will use the international online application found on Seneca's webpage, following up with your admissions advisor through the service hub to inform them of your pathway eligibility. The difference here is that as an external student from another Ontario college, you will need to also submit your transcript when you apply, so that our admissions team can see that you're in an eligible program, and that you're on track to graduating if you're in your final term, or that you have graduated with that 3.0 GPA. Again, as mentioned, there's no hard deadline to apply, but we do suggest applying a bit earlier so that you have time to get your acceptance letter, pay your deposit, and you're ready to go for course enrollment. So that brings us to the end of the presentation. And I did promise that we would put our phone number and our email address on the screen there. So if you've got any questions about the pathway to the BMI degree or the pathways to the BMI degree, please feel free to reach out to us. Again, you can also make an appointment, so whichever you prefer. But if you don't want to wait for an appointment, this is probably the quickest way to reach us as well. By phone or email, we'll get back to you right away. And then if you have any program-specific questions about the BMI degree, anything about courses, the will term, things like that, we've got some Mayor's information on the screen, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to assist you. So thank you very much for attending today. We appreciate you taking the time, and we hope you found this informative. So at this point, we will open it up to any questions that you might have. You can put them in the chat, or you can put your hand up and I can unmute you if you'd like. I can go back to any slides if you want to see those again. Just let me
June,
know. Yes.
June, as I feel I missed out on that slide. Like I didn't get a chance just to highlight the importance of the career opportunities. I'm
Sure.
gonna do a brief roundup, and like I promise,
Okay.
it's less than
No
1 minute
problem.
thing. You can never stop my enthusiasm on this. Uh, so, considering the BMI program as well, the way we equip students with the skills that are needed, with the knowledge, with the hands-on experience, we enable them to have all that's needed to thrive in that global business environment. With the industry connections that we have, with the real-world projects I just told you about, not the traditional only examinations, with the global perspective, we help you open doors for those high demand careers, whether it's international trade, supply chain management, logistics and operations, international consulting, business development and global markets. This is where our students went on to work. With the work integrated learning, with the exchange program opportunities, with the industry partners, this is the competitive edge we talk about when we talk about that BMI degree. So if you are looking into building that kind of exciting career in international business, benefit from the networking we have available for you and the experiences, please feel free to get in touch with us. And yeah, thank you, June, for including as well our contact details there. Yeah, but because we're more than happy to answer your questions on that front. Thanks, June.
Absolutely. Thanks, Samir. Okay, we got a question. So there's no specific deadline. I graduated last year. Can I apply in 2026 or even after, just to know? So yeah, there is no deadline to apply, like I mentioned. I will say if you aren't looking to apply this fall 2025, there are some expected changes to this pathway as of 2026 and in future, because there have been some major curriculum changes to the degree. So the pathway is undergoing review to align it with those changes. We're still waiting on finalized information on that. So, I mean, if you are going to wait until 2026, you'll probably have to, check back in with our team at a later date, or take a look at our inbound transfer guide again, just to see what those changes might be. But if you are looking to start this fall 2025, the pathway details, as I've chatted about today, will stand for fall. So just to keep you on top of things there. I'll put the slide back up with the details for the pathways for fall 2025. But yes, there is no specific deadline. But like I said, it always helps to apply early as you can, because you just want to make sure that you've got enough time to get your application, or sorry, your admission, pay your deposit, so that when course enrollment opens, which is usually like about a month prior to classes starting, you're able to just get right on it and get enrolled in courses. So it's always better to try and not wait till the last minute, but I mean, sometimes it happens. It is what it is. So hopefully that helps answer the question. Okay, perfect. Which program did you graduate from last year? You just want to stick that in the box there. Okay, so the 2-year business, I'm assuming? Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, so yeah, you can see the details right on the top of the slide. But like I said, that's guaranteed for fall 2025. I'm not sure what the pathway is going to look like after that. But hopefully we have this information sooner rather than later. All right, well, one other thing I'll just mention briefly for any students that might be watching this session later on their own time, because we are going to be providing the recording to students. If there's any questions around the GPA, we often get the question a lot about, maybe you just recently graduated, but you graduated with like a 2.8, or you're in your final term and you don't think you're going to be able to hit that 3.0. There is always the possibility of retaking diploma courses to bump up your GPA. But it is a hard 3.0 minimum, just so you're aware. So if you find yourself in that situation where you need to discuss the possibility of retaking courses, you can reach out to your diploma student advisor through the service hub. And they can take a look at your transcript, suggest some courses that you might be able to retake, and when, and the next steps for getting enrolled in those courses. So it is possible to bump up your GPA if you need to.
We have many students in the pipeline now. They're just doing that because they're on the cusp, and
Yeah,
yeah, the student advisors are very helpful in identifying those opportunities as well.
for sure, for sure. Okay, well, I think that might be it in terms of questions. But like I said, feel free to reach out to us, make an appointment, call us, email us, reach out to Samir for program-specific questions, and we'll definitely be able to assist you with anything you need help with for sure. Thank you so much for joining again. Thank you, Samir, for being here, for providing your support. We always appreciate your time. I know you're busy.
Great pleasure, great pleasure. It's always good to highlight the importance of what we offer at Seneca.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now. Bye.